So Charlie believed that everything is God. So God's in the trees, God's in the plants, God's in the animals, God's in the earth. And yesterday I talked about his idea of living. See, Charlie, you're not living if you're taking anything more than you need. In other words, you take whatever food and shelter you need from nature, and you leave the rest alone. You don't chop it all down to use it for entertainment and all kinds of creature comforts that you don't need. He looked at that as killing God. When you kill a tree, you kill God. So how could you be alive? How could you be living if you're killing trees, if you're killing animals and eating animals? How could you be living if you're eating God? You're eating yourself. That's not living. That's death for all involved. So he got to the point where he realized there's one set of thought where your idea of life is just taking what you need and respecting the earth and people and the animals. And our idea of life is to take what we need and then take more and get a bigger house, bigger car, bigger everything, and just continue to use the earth's resources and run a capitalist system that is, granted, it's the best on earth, but it still isn't right. You know, you can't chase money. You can't raise these kids from the time they're little and just tell them, hey, you got to, you're going to get in this money chase, so you need to do this and you need to do that. And we're basically raising our kids to kill themselves, in a manner of speaking. So in Charlie's mind, that's cause for a holy war. I mean, think about it. If there was a race of people right now that ran the world, and they basically they destroyed everything that you cared about. They destroyed all the things that you hold dear. You're not going to want to tolerate that. You're not going to want to accept that. You're going to revolt against that, because they're killing you too. So when he talks, you got to think of it in that sense. He's looking at that interviewer or whoever he's talking to, and he just sees the most vile animal, just worse than animal. It's not even beast. You can't even put a finger on it to describe it in Manson's eyes. Anyone in society, anyone who participates in this system that we have. So he figured, to be honest with himself, he's got to go 100% against that system at all times. And he got right with himself. And he always said, first you get right with yourself, then you get right with your family, then you get right with your friends and your community, and then you eventually got to go to your country and your planet. And that's how he thought. We just want to get right with our wife and kids and our little lives. He wasn't satisfied with that, because his mind was so big that it would extend as far out as he needed it to accomplish what he saw as truth. And I got a lot of respect for that. You dig?